Hey everyone, Kenny Anderson with Building Great Futures Harley Sweepstakes. The time has come to give this motorcycle away. I'm here today with Danny Wilson, Motor Witch Industries, the master behind the project. We're also joined by Ethan and Caleb, two of our participants in the project today, to help us give this beautiful machine away. The purpose of this project is really to get kids hands-on in the motorcycle industry and let them see what they're capable of, but also what the motorcycle industry has to offer. All of this was kind of dreamed up by Danny. And so Danny, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, the original thought process for this project was, a lot of times in our current world, kids are told you have to go to college, you have to get a degree or whatever. And I consider myself fortunate to have grown up in a family of mechanics. So it was natural to me to just do that. But a lot of people just don't have access to that kind of stuff. So I had wanted to do something to help a shop program so that young people can see that, the trades is a very viable option for a career and to make a living.
What a cool project to get us there working on motorcycles. So yeah. Ethan, you were part of this project. Tell us a little bit about your experience. What did you like the most?
My favorite part of this project was when Carter, the master technician in Durango, actually showed how the specs of the bike that we don't see are actually tuned using computers and computer programming.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of technology in these newer motorcycles. They run on a system called a CAN bus. So you've got microprocessors communicating in binary code, activating lights and starters and all that stuff. So it's actually far more intricate than a lot of people think as it relates to just being a motorcycle. What do you think?
It was a great opportunity. You could really go into depth with two of the greats in this industry. So you get to go and see what's really in a motorcycle and how you break it down, and you get to build it right back up. And it was just a great opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being here with us today. I'm glad you made this project what it was. We had a ton of partners, sponsors, donors in this project, and we'd just like to take a few minutes to recognize them. So Danny, tell us about the partners in the project.
Yeah, I think we need to start with Harley Davidson. I have a long-standing relationship with them, having worked for corporate and been in the industry for so long. And the idea was first pitched to them, and the idea was donate a motorcycle for us to build. So they donated this motorcycle. It's a brand new 2022 Heritage Softail. So yeah, it's 3 model years old, but it's a brand new bike. It's never been titled to anyone. Once we got the bike, we had everything in line. We had a lot of industry partners that gave us parts and time and labor. So Clockworks, they're a great company, and they've done a lot for us. The fairing on here is Clockworks. Kraus gave us the entire front end, all the suspension, all the brakes are Kraus. Ian at CRD Designs did all the paint work. We have Saddleman Seat. Fuel Moto gave us an exhaust and an air intake, fuel injectors. Torch Industries FXR division donated the saddlebags. These are FXR style saddlebags. The idea with this bike was to recreate a modern FXR-D with the floorboards and the fairing and the FXR P style bags. Bamco gave us the bolt kit for it. Green Brothers Designs gave us shift linkage and brake linkage. Drag Specialties helped us out a lot on the parts where we couldn't get someone to donate. Baker Drivetrain donated a compensator. Evolution Industries donated the clutch. I donated the top end kit. So this bike's been broken and tuned. It's making 154 foot-pounds of torque. The bike's fast, and everything on it really is premium. It's a great motorcycle. We also really owe a lot of thanks to Durango Harley Davidson and the Four Corner Speed Shop. We were able to tear this bike down at their dealership and basically consume an entire day for a week. So very grateful for the opportunity to use that space there.
Yeah. And Danny, just from the Boys and Girls Club standpoint, we worked with the Boys and Girls Club of San Juan County and Farmington, New Mexico, and the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Sun Corridor in Casa Grande. And I think that partnership was really important for both of us, you and I meeting at Four Corners Motorcycle Rally, kind of putting this together.
Yeah.
But just a recognition to you for wanting to have an impact in your community as well.
Thank you.
And that's where we partnered in the Boys and Girls Club of the Sun Corridor, and they've been invaluable in the project. Yeah. So we actually had 7 kids work on the project. 5 of them came down from New Mexico, and we had 3, which we have 2 here today from the Sun Corridor. And so getting all of those young people exposed to what's possible, what they're capable of, and then to build such an awesome machine is just such a great project. We couldn't have done this without some of our project sponsors. And so we did have a lot of cost in travel, hotels, meals, those types of things. And so I just wanted to take a minute and recognize those sponsors that put money into this project for us. So the first is David Pierce. David is a gentleman racer is what his title is. He's in Farmington, New Mexico. And David, thank you for your contribution to this project and making it what it is. We also did a really cool ride this year called the Roulette Ride for Charity, where a bunch of people donated money. And a few of us did 1,000 miles in 24 hours, and we went and bet that money at Caesar's Palace and brought home a nice chunk of change. So all of the people that bet on red and black, this is the result of your contributions to that effort. And then finally, Law Tigers Motorcycle Attorneys. Law Tigers has been a partner with us on this project and has really helped the promotion in the media. And I can't say enough about Law Tigers. So thank you to Ari Levenbaum and all of his staff, which I'll recognize some individuals here in a bit, for believing in what we're doing and supporting kids in this industry. We had some great media sponsors. The Motivated Mind Group. Danny is a friend of yours, I think.
Yeah, he does all of the videos that we do with Harley-Davidson Corporate, and all of my videos that obviously are done right instead of me with a cell phone.
Yeah.
That's all him.
Yeah.
Brian Hayden.
So he did some amazing work for us. We had Alt Vision Studios out of Farmington. Hamby is his name, and he's actually the janitor at our Boys and Girls Club up there, who has a business that he does on the side where he does a lot of video and that type of work. And then finally, Thomas Roscoe Music. Thomas is a guy that just loves helping kids. He works at a church. He's got a pretty cool YouTube channel that he just sings gospel. And he's been instrumental in helping develop all of the social media stuff for us on this project as well. A couple travel and meal sponsors, the Rose Law Group here in Phoenix, put money in to help travel the kids back and forth to Durango and Phoenix. So thank you, Rose Law Group. And then Four Corners Tacos, Inc. and Taco Bell bought tool chests for the kids to work out of during the project. So thank you to them. Next round, I guess, is our industry mentors. So Danny, we kind of set this up to give the kids an opportunity to see all different facets of the motorcycle industry. And what's your thought around kind of how that worked?
I mean, it's one thing to watch a video about the trades. It's entirely another to do it and then to actually see it in action. So being at the dealership, everybody got to see both sides of the fence as it relates to the motorcycle industry, because dealership operation and aftermarket are very different, right? One's very corporate and correct, and one's kind of sketchy sometimes. So seeing both sides of it was great. And then being in the building here where my shop's at, we're in kind of a compound. So it's not just my shop. We have FXR Division, Torch Industries, and Mandrel, which manufactures parts, not just for motorcycles too. So everybody here got to see Joe from Mandrel and Torch took the kids and showed them the plasma table, the laser table, CNC tube bender. We have shears, presses, brakes. So it wasn't just, hey, let's take this motorcycle apart and put it together. I got to see firsthand some of the other stuff that we utilize in the industry to manufacture.
Yeah.
So,
and I think when we were over there, Joe was bending tubing to make ladders that go on utility vehicles.
Yeah. They were bending, parts of a roof rack for a Mercedes off-road van.
So very cool. Other industry mentors that I'd like to recognize. I mean, of course, Danny Wilson and Motor Witch Industries and his staff. So Josh Nelson played a big role. And then we also had Jax Buell, who's Danny's current apprentice. And Jax was fantastic, especially with the female participants, letting them understand her role and being able to be comfortable in the industry. It's something that's growing.
Yeah, firsthand experience with a female in the industry that's successful.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was really cool.
Absolutely. Trevor Bird and all of his staff at Durango Harley-Davidson, like Danny said, Trevor let us take over a bay in his shop, and that's a pretty big ask, isn't it, Danny?
It is, yeah. I mean, you're shutting down a large chunk of your revenue in a service department by closing a bay.
Yeah.
So that was a huge, in and of itself, a huge donation.
Yeah, and without a doubt, I think, the key that Trevor played is Harley wanted us to partner with a dealership. And when we talked to Trevor about it, he had zero hesitation. He's like, I'm in, let's figure it out. Yeah. And then not only did he let us take over a bay, but he also gave us access to Carter Crafton. Talk
Yeah.
about Carter a little bit.
Carter's a really talented guy. He's one of the master techs at Durango. They actually have 3 master techs now, which is a big deal in today's industry. There aren't too many master techs left. So, excuse me, Carter was a great help. Being able to split, having that many people that you're trying to train, right? It's really hard if I was by myself to try to keep everyone engaged and have everyone doing something. So having Carter's knowledge and his ability to teach as well, being able to split people up and take smaller groups and do different segments of the motorcycle, that was incredible being able to do that. It helped us cover a lot more ground more efficiently.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I'm most impressed with between you and Carter is both of you love to teach, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard you say this on a number of occasions that if you're not sharing your knowledge, it's going to die with you and the industry is going to go with it.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the motorcycle industry want to treat a lot of the stuff like it's black magic, and it's not. You know, it's just stuff you learn, and you usually learn it not from a book. You learn it from somebody that's been doing it longer than you.
Absolutely. Talk just another shout out to our partners at Law Tigers. So Law Tigers organization put a ton of resources in it. So we had Jay Connor and Graf from the Arizona group that participated. Matt Beals, the marketing manager in New Mexico, was instrumental, really helping us get into media with the project and really talk about what we're doing. Ari Levenbaum and the corporate team with Bill Dow, Michelle, Gabby, and Maggie, who kind of were the back end of that marketing machine with Law Tigers. So thank you to all of them. We had some really cool opportunities here at the shop. So industry mentors, Cody Wyman came in and talked to the kids one day, which was pretty surreal for me. I'm a huge Cody Wyman fan, number 34. Yeah. But Cody came in and spent a couple hours with the kids and looked at the project, sat down and had a pretty good conversation with them about what the racing industry side of it looks like. And what I appreciated about that was really his mindset on what's capable.
Yeah.
And not just on the machine itself, but pushing yourself individually to figure out what you're truly capable of. We had, again, Torch Industries and Mandrel Inc. that brought the in and showed them all of the things that they do next door with Metalworks, I guess is the easiest way. Pinned Industries, She Rips, and a group of local stunt riders that came in with the kids and said, this is what we do in the industry. And man, they put some smoke up, didn't they, Danny?
Yeah, popped a few tires.
Popped a few tires.
Got the fire department's attention.
Yeah, the fire department may or may not have shown up, but if you go back and look at that, you might have seen that. MCR Motorcycle Jewelry, Big Ron came in and blessed the kids with some gifts. And Big Ron is a jewelry vendor that travels the country and just attends shows and sells motorcycle jewelry. But he talked a little bit about what he does. And then finally, MP13 Racing, Melissa Paris and Ella Dreyer, all-female race team, did a Zoom call with the females on the team to show them how, again, females are coming into this industry and doing it in a very, very big way. So thank you to all those industry mentors. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. And then finally, just a really quick thank you to the project committee. Something like this takes a monumental amount of effort, and a lot of that is volunteer-based. So first of all, Danny, closing your shop 2 weeks, taking the lead on this thing, putting it together, pretty amazing. Jarrett Croft out of the Boys and Girls Club of the Sun Corridor, really instrumental in making sure the project continued to move and keeping us on track. AJ Begay up in the San Juan County Club, doing the same, but on the social media side for us. Randy Redkay making sure that the numbers were there and our money looked okay. So thanks, Randy, for that. Christina Crane was also instrumental in gathering up some of the donors for the project. Thomas Roscoe again. Our 2 CEOs, Matt Lembert and Michelle Mering, for allowing the club to take something like this on. A project like this, I don't think has really ever happened in a Boys and Girls Club, particularly where you have 2 clubs collaborating together in different states. It's pretty unheard of. So thank you for sharing that vision with us. All of our Boys and Girls Club staff members who were on site for the week with the kids and moving and supporting this project. And then finally, just a huge shout out to Trevor Bird for his vision, for his willingness to take this on with us and do everything that Trevor did. So, yeah. Pretty cool. All right, who wants to win a motorcycle? Let's do a drawing. So I'm going to ask Ethan to come in, and we are going to draw the winners of this project. The way this is going to work is the system that we purchase tickets through called Rally Up is actually going to draw the winners for us. So when Ethan clicks the button, the system is going to go through and generate 3 winners. So again, we have third prize is $1,000, second prize is $2,500, and the grand prize winner is going to take home this beautiful Motor Witch Industries Boys and Girls Club 22 Heritage Softail. We will try to call the grand prize winner as soon as we have that on the screen. But at this point, without further ado, good luck, everybody, and thank you for the support.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Refresh, refresh. The suspense is killer. Nope, we're good. Winners are being drawn. All right, we have our 3 winners. So our third place winner, Daryl Elliott, with entry number 5987. Our second place winner is Jan Bennett, $2,500 cash with entry number 22829. And our grand prize winner, winning this 22 Heritage Softail, is Joshua Neglet. I probably butchered your name, Joshua, but I apologize for that. I'm going to jump on the phone with you, Joshua, and see if I can get you connected up. Just want to make sure I dial the right number because somebody was going to get really happy. Seven oh. Read that number to me quietly. 1720.
720-703-326.
32. I'm gonna have to do it one more time.
720.
Yep.
703-3263.
All right, finally got all the right numbers in there. Come on, Joshua, pick up. Do we know where Joshua's from? $22,869.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
All right, Joshua, I'm going to try you one more time. So hopefully he'll pick up. If he doesn't, Joshua is still our winner, and we'll be making contact with him tomorrow. Hey, is this Joshua?
No, you got the wrong number.
This isn't Joshua Niding?
No, this is Michael.
Okay, Michael, thank you.
Yep.
All right, we're going to have to dig into that and make sure that we got it right. All right, so in the meantime, we will post a video if we get a hold of Joshua.
Firestone, Colorado.
He's out of Firestone, Colorado, is where Joshua's from. So we'll post a follow-up video when we get a hold of Joshua and hopefully share that excitement. But congratulations, Joshua, on your new bike. Thank you to all the people that have purchased tickets to support this project. And until next time, appreciate everybody. Thanks for supporting the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.